Why'd you stand me up last night?
I started to call. I was gonna call him. I just couldn't.
Because you lost the fight?
Maybe, yeah, because I lost the fight. Got 20 pounds on me. I never should have fought him.
Why did you?
Everybody said I could beat him.
Who's everybody?
My mother, my brother.
Hello folks, today I'm reviewing the DVD The Fighter, directed by David O. Russell. The film follows two brothers who are boxers, one of them being the loud Dickie Eklund who at one point knocked down legend Sugar Ray Leonard in the ring and has since then become a crack addict. The other brother being the quiet Mickey Ward, who is afraid he might miss his opportunity just as his brother due to his family's poor decisions and suffocation. At first glance, The Fighter may appear as a simple, accessible true story brought to screen without any real artistic merit. I assure you that isn't the case. With different people attaching themselves and then leaving the project, producer and actor Mark Wahlberg eventually got the right people involved, such as the talents of Melissa Leo, Amy Adams, and particularly Christian Bale and David O. Russell. As I always say, it's not about getting every historical detail right. It's only when the actual true story is more interesting than the one you see on screen that the film feels disappointing. Still, films are artistic. They're not supposed to be a point-for-point reenactment of the actual story. It just so happens Wahlberg strived to be as close as possible while still taking artistic license. Get behind an idea, I always say, because you certainly couldn't give me a more informative history of these characters than a book or a television program. That's what The Fighter does.
Mick, what's the problem?
I just don't want things going the way they've been going.
The performances are terrific. Melissa Leo chews up the scenery, but in an effective way. Oblivious to Mickey's pain due to her neglect, Leo is funny, vocal, and misguided with her best intentions being swayed. Amy Adams surprisingly goes against type as a sexy, tough bartender who gives Mickey his confidence to seize the moment, but can also be a bit overbearing it as well. I've heard some criticisms towards Wahlberg's performance as being lesser than his fellow cast members, but Wahlberg comes from a different natural school of acting, where his performances will naturally be overshadowed by some of the louder performances given their characters. Mickey's pain is internal, and props to Wahlberg for sticking with the film for so long, training and trying to get the right people involved to bring this story to life. Of course, who could forget Christian Bale's Academy Award-winning performance? As Dickie, he's hilarious, delusional, sad, and spirited all at the same time. Never giving up his integrity, Bale is one of the most committed actors working today, and has the talent to match it. As for director David O. Russell, he brings his love for humor to the film, realizing life is not without humor even amongst the drama. Shooting for authenticity, Russell and Wahlberg took the town of Lao, adding a lot of personality to the film. There's also a lot of attention to detail that you may not pick up on first viewing, with not a single wasted frame. Don't get me wrong, The Fighter finds the right balance of being artistically interesting, but also audience-pleasing, with the film being my fourth favorite film of last year. The Fighter establishes values of family and redemption, but also the importance of fighting to get what you want. The Fighter DVD carries two DVD features, one of them being called The Warrior's Way, Filming the Fighter, which of course shows how the film was made, how people came on board, and the importance of the town of Lowell in telling this story as honestly as possible. If you're a sucker for more in-depth conversation, the DVD features commentary by the director himself, David O. Russell. The features are modest, but fittingly so, for a studio film that was surprisingly modest as well. I rate it a buy it. Until next time.
Mickey, he gets in and he takes a punishment. I don't know why he does it.